Good morning, traders. John from Crypto Candlestick Trading. Just having a look at the markets this morning. We can see that we've had a good little pop last night, which was good. And it doesn't really look like we're finished. You know, really, I mean, we could turn around at any time, or we could pop through at any time. We never know. We can see there's great volume accumulation here. Stochastics coming out of oversold from, back here, these lows. One thing that, we can see that reversal candle there, happens with a hammer. And then this is the day that turned the tide, as far as I was concerned. And then it went up there, came back, another hammer, another perfect day like that. So, it didn't happen once, happened twice. That's what we're after exactly. The funny thing was this low didn't get broken. And I was kind of, hoping that wasn't going to get broken. And because if this was to get broken, then, there's a very heavy chance of failure. And especially if the swing low gets broken there, then there's, even a greater chance of failure. Well, actually, basically, it would have failed at that stage there. So, but this would have, was the first threat. But anyway, we didn't. We went up, and then we came back with the piercing signal, engulfing, reverse, and then we're going to be engulfing off the 50, which is nice. So, really, if you had your stops below here, that will be the first point of call. And then, on our way up to there. So, still, we're heading for the 45.5 around about, which is only $1,500 away. So, it's not really that much. But anyway, we had a good pop last night with some of the other ones. Let's have a look at them. So here, that's looking pretty good. Like, I love that volume. Look at that. Down here, got this nice support line down there. You can see that. I'll just put a line there. It's around about there somewhere. Support, bang, up, and then pull back to the 50 nicely, and now we're taking off, breaking new high. It's an entry there. Look at the gap. Look at the volume on that. Even though stochastics are overbought, we did come out of oversold from these lows here. This here, we've got higher lows and we're above the 50, making another high, a new high. So this here, yep, I've got no problem with that at all. The only problem I do have with all this analysis I'm going to do now is that Bitcoin is not in a very good position. We've only got $1,500 until we get resistance, which isn't very far. And this one here, so Matic, I was looking at Matic. I do like Matic. Like, check this out. Resistance, breakthrough, found support, and then we're on our way. And then I could even get this line, so we can kind of see that, and then we come back down and found support, and now we're broken above, making, like a low, a high, low, and now we're broken convincingly through the 50 with fantastic volume, stochastics coming out of oversold, all those good things. Downtrend line's broken. If we get a bit of a pullback, somewhere along here, I wouldn't be looking for, to forget about the market. I'd actually be looking for extra entries, if it pulled back somewhere around here. And so anyway, actually, if Bitcoin was in a perfect position, then I'd be looking for extra entries. But, here, low, high, high, low, high, high, there's an entry there, but I wouldn't have taken that one really. This downtrend line's good, but I want to close above the 50, which is exactly what we got last night. Matic, I do like it for sure. This one here, down, nice, beautiful closing above there. Let's just have a look at that. So that's the first close above the 50. So, we know what happens sometimes when the first close is above the 50. It can work sometimes, and other times it doesn't work. It just turns around on you. So just be prepared for that, just in case. Down here, support. So we've got a low, a high, a low. Now we've got a high broken above the 50 with increasing volume. Beautiful. Also, yeah, I don't know, I like that video that I did yesterday. It was a little bit too long. It was 22 minutes or whatever. But it was in the last minute that I recommended, I'd put this one up there as, the entry would have been, I think I got in around about 97. And so anyway, I don't know what's going to happen from here, but, that's an entry for me. I like it. This one here. So I've got this one in there anyway, but look at that beautiful support, massive big candle there, pull back. And now we're going to close above the 200 and now close above the 50 now. So whereabouts is this going to pull back to? Let's just have a look at the previous highs. It could pull back to this line here or pull back to this line here. So what's that, 326 or 337? And we're now at 343. So yeah, it's good. Look at that, on the rise, increasing volume. Yeah, it's just got all the good stuff going about it. So, just if you're going to buy it, set your stops. Crypto.com took off last night. So the only thing that I'm a little bit concerned about this one here is the volume. We've got a decline in volume on the rise. We do have full solid closing candles, but this decline in volume on the rise signifies to me that there's less buyers on the way up. So if that's the case, maybe we're going to be finding resistance here, maybe pull back to the 50 or something like that. We know what happens here. The markets just don't go straight up all the time. And if we have a look from this low up to that high there, the previous high, it pulled back. Then after it pulled back, then it broke through. Well, actually it went up, went up to the 50 and then pulled back and then broke through the 50. And then it came down below the 50 and then up, and then back below the 50. And then, but up here, and then pull back. So it's gone up here. What do we expect? The only thing good about this, well, there's a lot of things good about it, but is that we've got full body closing candles, which, this looks different to these candles here on the way up. This one here was a full body closing candle, and then look at the result that happened after it. These ones weren't full body. This one here's a full body candle. That's good. Went up. Now all of a sudden it gets a little bit scrappy up here and pulls back. So are we going to be like still heading up here and then going down? The only thing is declining volume, but we've got full body closing candles. So I think, there's just a few things that are a little bit tricky at the moment, and that's only because Bitcoin is where it is. There's a lot of big money that are kind of wondering, well, are we going to break through or are we going to pull back? And we'll just have to wait and see what happens there. But here, nice break above, and it seems to be stalling and failing at this stage. We do see an increase in selling volume around these areas, and stochastics, look at this. We've got divergence. We've got a high here and a lower high here. So, and yeah, with the trading, we've got a low, a high low, and a higher high. So, the trading is going up and the weight of the money is going out. So, that's backwards. It's not good. So this on waves, I'm not liking it. We're seeing an increase in selling volume and stochastics are getting weaker. That shooting star that I was looking at yesterday. Yeah, look at that. It's risky business. This has, could turn around, but the chances, to me, it just signifies more downtrending. It just, what the candles look like. Here, nice support, bang, love it. I wish that happened on, like above the 50 or something like that, but or gave us more indication. But anyway, it doesn't matter if this market's going to run and Bitcoin's going to take off, we're going to get a lot of entries. So it's not a big deal if you're not in the market right now, or you've only got a couple of positions and you want more. Just hang back and you'll get your positions. Now have a look at this on Avalanche. So good increasing volume there. Stochastics coming out of oversold, and then up and then back, and then we're kind of heading up a bit. Straight up, above that downtrending line and above previous resistance, and then pull back, and now we've got like a spinning top rocket booster sort of thing off the 9 and above this one here. It'll be interesting to see what happens if this turns green to red. Red to green. I'll just put an alert there, just above that price there. So just looking at the high up here on that red candle there, let's have a look at the high. So 87.60, say 87.78. Yeah, that'll do. So if it goes up to that price there, I want to know about it. And so anyway, I got an alert in there for that now, and we'll see what happens. This one here, Ethereum. Excellent volume accumulation. Stochastics overbought. But anyway, we're making higher highs, higher lows. And look at this. I can see something right there. Let me just get my little trusty pen out. Where's my pen? I'll get it down here. So I can see that there is like a little bit of a cup, pullback, and a handle, and then a breakout. And then so I'll just go back to that, and let's just draw a line across there somewhere. I'll draw it across the bodies. It looks like it's working there better. So we've got, a cup, a handle, and we've got a rocket booster breaking out above that there. Not very good volume though, but still it's there. And now we're trading above that. So, if we were to get a pullback on Ethereum, I'd be expecting support to be around this area here, 29.70, 29.80, somewhere around $3,000, so if that was to happen. But, that's pretty clear. And I wonder if I'll just get rid of that, and I'll get rid of that too. Now, I wonder if I can see any trend lines going down there, because, we do need to do some serious analysis, or some real analysis on Ethereum and also on, Bitcoin. So Ethereum and Bitcoin is what we kind of need to focus on as the indexes. Not really. Let's just have a look at the bottom there, because usually this bottom will be the touch of the trend line. So I'll just see if I can move the top of this, see if it just works. If it doesn't, then it just, yeah, that kind of makes sense. So here we've got, it's kind of broken through. Perfect touch. Down here, not quite, perfect touch. And then we're broken through, come back down, found support exactly on that line. Then we're taken off from there in that nice little cup and handle bit. So anyway, back here, around here is, I like getting entries around there, but I like getting entries around here when we're above all the major moving averages and Bitcoin's got blue skies above. This kind of thing here, when Bitcoin's got resistance above, you know, like it's just risky business, you know. So, and we've already had a look at Bitcoin. We'll go just a couple more. I'm already 10 minutes in, you know, like I just got to keep these down a little bit, but you know, it's pretty exciting being in the market, isn't it? And here we are, open this up a little bit, you know, lows, highs, high lows, and we're breaking through the 50 on great volume. The only problem is here, a little bit of declining volume, but look at that, the declining, we broke up there and then we pull back a little bit, and then we've got increasing volume on the rise again, you know, coming into here. And then, but I, you know, like, yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Well, where would be the targets? Well, actually, look at that where we are now. I can see why it's kind of like possibly hesitating a little bit at this stage here, because we've got support there, breakthrough. That's not really resistance, it's kind of breakthrough. You know, you can kind of see big block selling started again there and headed down, and now we're right at that level again pretty much. So I do have a position in here, but I just have to keep an eye on it. Dot got a position in here, so now let's just have a look at Dot. I'll go a little bit further, and I just want to have a look at Dot and see what sort of trend line we can draw there. No, that's the same again, so I can't really. Yeah, that's pretty good there. And so anyway, down, you know, like it's pretty close. You can kind of see that. Then it's broken through, pull back. Then we're going to close above the 50. This is, you know, like that's nice. Close above the 50, then pull back to the 50, and then we're getting engulfing above, closing above there. So anyway, I ended up getting in at that price there. I probably, you know, I probably could have got in earlier, but you know, really at the end of the day, I just don't know where Bitcoin is. So like, I don't want to risk money when Bitcoin is in a risky position. So, you know, we don't know what could happen here. Like this could be the top now, and we could start heading down. If we come back down here and find support around about in here somewhere, I'll definitely be looking at entering some more. But look at the volume accumulation here. Like this is beautiful. You know, it's really good. There's some big money that's coming in this market, and also there's a decline in selling volume, which is really good on the rise. Dash. Yeah, look at that Dash. So I don't really know what's going to happen with Dash. I'll just move that one up there. Move that out. Oh, actually, anyway, like it's up there. Whether it comes back down to here, down to these levels here, I mean that's a fair whack. It might even come down to these levels down here. If Dash has got a fair bit of strength, I reckon that, you know, it'll be 119. If it really wants to show some weakness, and remember what big money want to do, they want to get rid of weak sellers and they want to pick up crypto cheap. So what they might do is come down here and take all the stop losses and then go back up. So, you know, just be wary of that. And then Tron, I'm not in Tron. I do have an entry in Tron, but I'm not in it. So, you know, I'm kind of hoping that we have a quick pop down to here and then we take off again. But even if we don't, like, if we pull back down to here and we go below the 9, say, for example, then we get engulfing above, you know, I'll be buying again. But if this is like a nice, big, long cup, you know, we need to pull back to make a handle. So, you know, that's one thing we'll be looking at. This one here, Litecoin, yeah, you know, it's all right. EOS, gone up nicely. Yep, lows, highs, high lows, high highs. Beautiful. Man, that's pretty big. Can I see anything back in history there that kind of makes, no, I think it's still got a little bit more to go. That kind of makes sense there, where that is there. You know, we could even do that. Yeah, that kind of makes sense there. So if we're looking at these kind of highs here, this is similar to where Bitcoin's kind of sitting. I'll just get rid of that drawing there so we can't see it. Ah, there you go. There goes my drawing. So going up to there, but anyway, it was long here, as long as these lows here. So what's that? 301. So 250, only up to $3. So I know else, you know, we'll find out. Yeah, look at that. So we got support, breakthrough support, you know, resistance, kind of breakthrough resistance, and now we're at resistance again, and we've got a hangman. Look out. This is Neo. We've got excellent volume there, but have a look at the stochastics. Look at that. We're kind of topped out here. It'll be interesting to see what happens. Yep, cut with handle, and this is the kind of thing that I was looking at here with this one here with Luna. So I kind of like Luna. Look, you know, the liquidity. There's, you know, not many people want to sell at this price here. So, you know, there's some people like this one, that's for sure. I'll get rid of the line that I was going to draw. So that one across there, you know, we've got a nice big cup, and then we've got a pull back with a handle, and we've got increase in volume with a handle. Didn't break above, you know, like it's not well above average, which, you know, and then we've got a reversal straight away. A little bit funny about that. So, you know, we've got 2-3 points here where we could draw a trend line, and that's around about where it heads to. Could we, go sideways for a bit, before we take off or decline? I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. But if this takes off up, up through here with confidence, I'll probably end up buying. If it pulls back and then gives me an engulfing, I'll probably buy again. Now look at Zcash. Zcash just keeps on going, but where's it going to go to? Up around about here, 260, somewhere around there, 193. But there's no real clear entries there, except, like there's a bit of a rocket booster sort of thing there. This one here was, good entry, but, anyway, could have played it better, but Bitcoin was in a really bad way back then, so I didn't want to get involved with anything at that stage, or not much at that stage. So here we are. We've got a nice breakout here, engulfing, coming out of oversold. Nice little turnaround. Got a low, a high, low, and now we've got a high above the 50. Good volume breakout. What more do we need? It'll be good if we're breaking above the 200. If we go back and have a look in history, and we have a look at these ones here, usually the first one fails, like when we break out above the 50. And then the 50 will kind of slowly go along and then, pick up. And then, it'll reach the 200, maybe fail at the 200, then break out through the 200. That's the sort of thing that I'm after. If we do that, that'll be great. But, we don't know what's going to happen here. Like, we could actually, take off and head up. But have a look at this here. There's one thing I just noticed here. Like, we're pulling back significantly here. So this is pretty cool, actually. We'll just go down to the 4-hour chart and have a look. So we've still got that same line there. And we're back here, so that's the support line there, and we're going up. Look at this cut with handle here on the 15-minute chart. Oh, sorry, not the 15-minute. I'll go to the 15-minute in a minute. I've got to get my drawings right. Going up there, nice cut, nice handle, breakout, and I'll just get rid of that. So on this breakout candle here, we look at that. Oh no, there's no volume there on that one there that broke out. But the one before, we've got massive volume, which is excellent. This one here, not much volume. But the entry, the true entry for this one here would have been this candle right here, that there. So I'll just open them up and look at that. I don't think there's much volume on that one either. So here we're broken above that line there, and that is this one just here, not much volume. Stochastics came out of oversold here from the back, but we are above the 50, and we're making pretty good moves. Here we're pulled back down so far down to there. It'll be interesting to see where we go. I'll get rid of, oh no, actually I won't get rid of those drawings. Let's just go down a little bit further. And now here on the 1-hour chart, yep, pull back down to there. I want to see a reversal here on this line. If I see a reversal on this line here, I do have some engine in my other account, but if I see some reversal happening at this stage here, oh look at that, we've dropped. There's been a gap down in this market to get down to this price here. So, and this is what big money does. They want to alarm people that own this stuff, and they, so that people go, oh no, we've reached the top, we're selling, get out. So anyway, they start selling, get out, and then, straight away it kind of turns around. So if we turn around here and close above the 50 with confidence, I'll be getting a little bit more engine, I believe. So anyway, traders, we're going 18 minutes. So but anyway, it's 18 minutes of good stuff. I enjoy talking about this stuff, and hey, if you like listen to this sort of stuff, why don't you give me a like or make a comment or whatever, and let me know. It'll be good to know. Anyway, I'll leave it at that. If you have any questions or need any help with your charting or whatever, let me know. I'm always here, happy to help. Talk to you again soon. See yous.